Hi, you guys. Okay, let me get over here a little bit. How you doing? It is Thursday, May 30th, 2019. My name is Doris, and this is the Knit and Purl Podcast, episode 174. The title is Crochet in May. You know, if you follow Christy Glass Knits, she did Crochet in May. And it seems that I did a lot of crocheting in May. So stay tuned to the finished objects. You can find the show notes for this podcast on knitandpurl-doris.blogspot.com. In social media, I am One Fine Cow on Ravelry and Twitter. I am One Fine Design, the number one, on Facebook and Etsy, and I'm Doris M. Smith, all lowercase, and smooshed together on Instagram. This podcast has a Ravelry group, which is the Knit and Purl Podcast group. Small group, so if you go and join, there's more opportunity to win prizes. Sorry, I have this spot on my glasses. It's driving me crazy. Let's see if I fix it. Better. So, alas, you don't have to worry about remembering any of those things, because in the down bar below, there is a link to the show notes. There is a link to the Ravelry group and a link to my Etsy store, but that's beside the point. But if you click on the show notes, the very top of the show notes, past the video, is my social media. You can go there and click those links and follow me, and I'll follow you back. I usually do a birthday Ravelry group birthday shout out, but I figure I'll just do it next podcast for the 1st of June, if that's okay with you. We have a May Finish It Along, which is not getting a lot of love, just so you know. But yeah, I'm trying to decide, do I go another month? We have one more day. So I'm thinking about extending it through the month of June and maybe getting more people involved. Please let me know in the comments below and in the Ravelry group whether I should continue or should we just let it die. I don't know. There's not any, very, very little. One person is doing anything, so let me know, okay? But let me tell you about it. Let's finish some stuff and get a chance to win a prize. This is for whips. The longest languishing whip turned into a faux will receive a special prize. Another prize by random number generator. Started May 1st, ends May 31st, unless otherwise decided. Chatter is always welcome and encouraged on these threads. Knit and crochet. Let's get her done and have some fun. That is the May along. One more day. Or let me know if you would participate if we extended it until June. Let me know. Or if we should just let it die. Story of the Week and Stash Enhancement. Over the last 2 weeks, I've done a lot of crochet in May. You'll see it in the finished objects. Also, the Ted progress. He had Botox injections last week, early in the week, first of the week, last week. And on this past Tuesday, he had the carpal tunnel release on his right hand, which was giving him problems. And thank God, okay, wait a minute. I got ahead of myself. His pain the next day was almost non-existent, and also today. And last night, he slept in the bed, which he hasn't been able to sleep in because of pain in over 2 months. So, and he said he slept like a baby. So that is progress, and we thank God for that. Also, Ted is walking a lot more. On Memorial Day, he went to his son's house and did not use the wheelchair at all. He walked everywhere that he went. So he is making progress. He is using a cane, a quad cane, but he's walking. So we're making progress. And again, thank you, God. And thank you, all of you who are lifting us up in your prayers. We really appreciate it. And things are going well. I, however, spent Memorial Day. I worked for like 5 hours, and then I took the rest of the day and just did some me time. I did some yarn shopping. I went to Hobby Lobby, and I came home and I just chillaxed with no responsibilities, and which I really needed. And Ted came home about 4-ish, and yeah. So do you want to see the yarn? If you follow me on Instagram, you already saw it, but just in case you don't. Here's my bag o' yarn from Hobby Lobby. I love this yarn. And I also purchased these yarn needles, which I'm trying to get one out, for weaving in ends. They have this loop on them so that you could like weave in shorter tails easier. I've been seeing Jade in Stitches has one of these, and I've been seeing them as like, oh, I want one. And while I was at Hobby Lobby just looking around, I found one. This has a set of 3. A big one, a small one, and this is the medium size. So, and I did use them on one of my projects, and they work really good. It works really good. So I did purchase that one tool, and I'll show you. Okay, so I've been thinking about Hobby Lobby, and I'm thinking about this specific color. I had it in the past. I went on the website, and they didn't have it listed. So I'm just going to go to Hobby Lobby on my way home. If they're opened on Memorial Day, I'm going in. They were open. And this is the color that I was thinking about and wanting. It's called, I think it's called Jazz Print. Yeah, Jazz Stripes. It's very pretty. Lovely yarn. I don't have a plan. I just wanted it. I bought 2 skeins of that. And this, I love this yarn. It's a really nice acrylic yarn that knits up and crochets up really nice. Hang on just a second. This little critter was knit from the Jazz Stripes yarn. So cute. Oh, and he jumped out of my hand. So I just wanted to show that. I've been looking, I was like, I want some more of that yarn. So I got some more. I got 2 skeins of this lovely stuff, which is, the color is Daydreamery, and it's a prints too. So pretty. So I got 2 skeins of that. No plans. I just wanted them. So I got another single, and this one is called Paint Party. And it's also a print. But it's so pretty. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. And this yarn is, I like it. I'm not a snob. I crochet with acrylic. I crochet with Super Saver. So I also bought 3 skeins of the metallic. Pink. Ooh, blowing out. Pink. Can you see the metallic? Let me get it up closer. Pink. White. And royalty. I figured all these 3 colors. Where's the blue? would make a beautiful striped. Can you say it? Can you say it? Virus. Another pretty princess virus shawl. And when I picked it up, that was what I had in mind. So some of it has purpose, but mostly I just wanted some pretty yarn, and I wanted some more. I love this yarn. And so I had a lovely Memorial Day picking out yarns and chillaxing. So that is the story of the week in the stash. And by the way, somebody was commenting how they liked that my natural color was coming in. Hopefully this will be the last time you see this. I have an appointment to get my hair cut and trimmed and colored on Saturday, which I need it so bad. I need something to lift me up. It's horrible. And my nails are terrible, but whatever. They'll get done eventually. Shall we get into the faux now? Why don't we? We'll show you some stuff that was on the hook last time. One thing. I think it was only one. No. Did I have the gram? I guess I did. I can't remember. I finished this crochet bowl or basket, and I decided to do the little handles. This is just my own, came up with it. I crocheted around doing increases, as you do, until I got as big as I wanted. Then I crocheted through, I think it might have been either the front loop or the back loop to make it have the bend, and just crochet up in the round till I got the biggest I want. And I used two strands of a Red Heart Super Saver in the color Aspen print, which you can't really make out any print in this, but it's done, and I have a basket. I don't know what I'll do with, but I have one, and it was fun. There you go. I also I crocheted this little hot pad thing. It was too small, but somebody showed me how to do this back in my early 20s when I was first really crocheting a lot. You just chain, I think I chained 30, and then you did single crochet all the way around and then around, and this is like crocheted in the round until you get it to meet. See, here's where it meets. You crochet until you can get it to, wait a minute, it folds in on itself and meets, and then you seam that up and you have a hot pot pad. This is, like I said, 30 stitches because I couldn't remember, but it'll be a nice like hot trivet to put down on and put a hot pan on. I did that. I don't think there's a pattern for this. I don't know, but it's double layered, obviously. But let me get an up close look. Wow, that doesn't look like single crochet, but it's sideways, so let me turn it this way so you can see. Single crochets. That's where it started. And then you fold it in on itself and seam it up. Very simple. But I think next time I will do maybe 35 stitches, make it a little bit bigger for like a hot pad to, anyway. I did that. I knit a grandma's favorite dishcloth out of peaches and cream and orange color, and I used a Red Heart scrubby in yellow, held double with my new needles, my 10-inch or 10 US 10 Brittany needles, and I knit the grandma's favorite dishcloth. I'm getting a picture up because it's already been gifted. here's what it looked like. And there is its new home. She's using it as a bath cloth and she absolutely loves it. I gifted it to Melissa, Ted's daughter Melissa. See, she's using it as a dishcloth and she loves it. Or not a dishcloth, a washcloth in the bath. I think that the scrubby would be good for like scrubbing your skin real good, getting the blood circulating, getting off the dead skin and stuff. So I'm going to be making another one for me. And finally, I follow a lady on YouTube who's a crocheter. I started following her because she does giveaways, big giveaways, and I started following her, but she also does tutorials, bag a day, crochet and more on YouTube. And she had a tutorial for a dishcloth, hanging dishcloth. So I did this in a couple of days. Let me get it's like a shell pattern. Very simple. And then you do decreases here to gather it in. And I didn't have a button, so I have remembered some brooches I had, so I just pinned it on there. See, it's just the brooch, and you put it on the back side so that it buttons through, and you can hang it on something in the kitchen to dry your hands on. This was what I crocheted this with. Let me give some Barnett cotton. I don't remember the color, and the hook was my 5.5 Zing Knit Pro Zing crochet hook. It was easy. I followed the tutorial, but you didn't have to follow it. You kind of followed it, but once you get the stitch pattern, it's pretty simple. And it's pretty, and it feels like it's gonna be absorbent to dry your hands on in the kitchen. I almost hung it up on the stove, but then I thought, nope, I need to show you first. So that's the back. There's the front. Did you see the buttonhole? There's the buttonhole. I need to get a button, but until I get a button or find the buttons that I have, this has worked just fine. It'll be a glam towel for the kitchen. See it? It's got pearls and sequins. It's pretty, pretty, pretty. Anyway, probably inappropriate for a kitchen towel, but oh well. Any more finishes? That is all my finished objects. So I did do some work on a few things. This is going to be a pretty basic podcast because I didn't find a Pinterest. I tried. My computer is acting crazy with Pinterest. It will not. It loads it, but it only shows me a little bit, and it won't even bring up my saves. So I'm just like, ugh, I'm done. Next time, better luck in 2 weeks. I'll maybe have something good. But until then, let's look at the whips. Last week you saw the Tecumseh, which is a paid-for pattern on Ravelry by Caitlin Hunter of Boylan Knits. Da, 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 da. Look, no needles. The yarn I'm using for the main color, the background color is, I love this. This is gonna, I keep knitting it thinking it's gonna be too big, but when I bound off the body, I put it on and I like it. It'll so let me just tell you about it, and then I'll show you about it, and I'll probably even put it on. The yarn I'm using, this is a Lion Brand Ice Cream Big Scoop in the color Moon Mist. This is the pink camera. The pink crosses is a hobium yarn Kotop, I can't say it. Let me get to it. It's a Kartapu Cozy Wool Sport. No, this is an Act Soft. The gray is a Kartapu Cozy Wool Sport in the smoky gray. This has a little bit of wool in it. The pink is 100% acrylic, and the other color is also 100% acrylic, but they are really nice acrylic. It feels good. So let me show you the marker from where I was last week. There's where I was finishing up the color work. I knit. So on my other Tecumseh, I knit 12 rows and then I did the 2 inches of rib. So I decided to knit 24 rows and then the rib to make it a little longer. So let's just put this sucker on. It's beautiful. I love it. I'll love it even more once I steam black it. But back up. It's a good length. I like it. My other one hit me right about here. So I like it. I like it a lot. It's gonna be beautiful. And just so you know, this is my third only colorwork project. My first very adventurous colorwork was the Ninilchik Swan Show, which had a lot of color work. This is pretty simple and easy. The charts are easy to read. And it's just a lovely, I love how with this striped yarn, how the feathers, it's a feather, how they have the colors intertwined with the, isn't that just pretty? I didn't know how it would look. It looks a kind of wild, but it's gonna be beautiful. I'm going to love it when it's done. But there you have it. One more last twirl. Beautiful. Okay. I'll take it off later. I love it. I think it's me. I do think it's me. Yes, I do. So, the other thing that I restarted, is in my beautiful tote bag I got from Louise for my birthday. I started the lace yoke sweater. I didn't get very far because, you know, I was all about the hooks. But I did start the lace yoke sweater. It is a paid-for pattern from Leisure Arts. The yarn is a Karen Jumbo, and the color is rosewood. Doesn't that just knit up so pretty? The needles are, for the rib, it's a US 9, 5.5 millimeter. And then for the body, it is a US 15, 10 millimeter. So can you see my hand through it? Yeah. It's a summer thing. And there's a link in the show notes you can go click on and look up. I think it's on the lace yoke. In the first picture of the pattern shows a full sleeve. I'm just gonna do a cap sleeve on this, and this is gonna be a summer little sweater to wear over like a camisole, because it's pretty open to work. So pretty and so soft. And that is it. That is all the projects that I've worked on in the last 2 weeks. So anyway, the big had a big show on this Tecumseh. Took up a lot of time, but anyway, in the bottom of the show notes and in the down bar below, there's a link to my Etsy store. There's a few things in it. Please go over, have a look around, like a few things, and if you see something you can't live without, I will happily sell it to you and ship it to you lightning fast. Thank you guys so much. Please don't forget to reply whether or not, if I extend the finish it along until the end of June, you would participate. Please let me know in the down bar below or in the Ravelry group. And I will see you in 2 weeks for the next episode of the Knit and Purl podcast. Thank you for continuing to keep Ted and I in your prayers during this recovery period. Thank you so much. Bye, you guys.